Imagine you waking up bright and early and you have to walk to work and you see this green little blob in the distance staring at you like this. Girl, it's time to flee the country. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're ranking these characters from the anime Amnesia, okay? I rewatched them and I basically know what happens. I'm gonna have to explain what happened in the story. So you know your girl, heroine, she's suffering from amnesia. This guy named Orion, he bumped into the spirit world and basically that caused heroine to lose her memories, okay? Every world she's in, she basically dies because of someone in particular, which I'm not gonna get into right now. But she basically dies in every world and gets teleported to the next world where she has a new boyfriend and everything, and all four of the guys are basically her love interest in these different worlds. Well, it's based on an anime game, obviously. I always like watching, I realized my childhood was literally watching animes in anime games. I don't know why. He's obviously, you know, Heart, Clover, Diamond, and Spade. So they're all based on cards. And we're forgetting the Joker. He is based on the Joker card. So now that I explained a little bit of what the story is about, we're gonna rank each of the characters and their personalities. First off, we're gonna look at Shin. According to fandom.com,
Shin is a childhood friend with Heroine and Toma. One day, when he was young, his father was killed because he was drunk. He became labeled as a murderer. Since then, Shin has a hard time talking to people.
I actually liked his character a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's very sympathetic with Heroine's condition. The reason why he knows her condition is because he can tell when she is not remembering things. Like, he doesn't like tea, so he prefers cream soda. You know what I mean? And they've only been dating for 3 months in the second world. So it's just like, oh wow. So that means you're paying attention, which is good. Come on now. I always criticize you guys. You guys need to step up your game. He knows her more than you guys know half of your girlfriends in 3 months. It's time to lock in. Even though he's stressed that she's having a hard time remembering things, he's very patient with her still. I like that about him. And also the fireworks scene where he was lighting fireworks with her and he told her about his father and not being able to fit in with the rest of the crowd. I was just like, oh, that's so sad, because the first world, which is between episode 1 and 2, Heroine thought that he killed somebody, which is the last thing that he wanted anyone to think about him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna rate him an A tier. The first time I watched this series, I absolutely hated this guy. I thought this guy was stuck up and annoying and all that type of stuff. And I think it's because I watched in the English dub. When I watched it recently in Japanese dub, I don't know, his voice seemed so soothing, and I think his approach in Japanese is way better than in English, because it seems like he just wants to be a good boyfriend and provide for her. That's what it was giving. And in the English dub, it sounded like he was aggressive and trying to be assertive, assert his dominance or something. I don't know. Episode 5 and 6. We realize why Ikki has a fangirl club and why so many girls are obsessed with him is because he has this condition where his eyes are like magical. Like, they possess a girl to fall in love with him, and that's what he wished for when he was a little boy. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's actually sad. His wish came true, and now all these girls are falling for him. And I'm just like, bro, this is what you wanted though. Like, you were that desperate and now you got it. But Heroine, the main girl, she doesn't fall for the eyes. She actually doesn't know what's going on, so she doesn't fall for his looks. And that's why he falls in love with her. I felt really bad for him the second for the recent time I watched him, but I used to hate his guts so much. Bro, you cannot tell me his voice is not hot.
いいえ、私、イキさんのことを誤解してたみたいです。君にはずっとそばにいてほしい。好きだよ。
Oh my goodness, you could kiss me any day. Okay, I'm sorry guys, that was a little... I would rate him... Actually, not even B. I'll probably give him A. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't rewatch the series, like the whole thing again, but I just remember some parts that I liked about him. He listened to Heroine very well when she was complaining about her situation. He actually gave her tips about her amnesia, why this is happening, and he actually tries to find ways to fix it. So I felt like if Heroine was in this world longer and if she didn't die, she probably would have remembered what it was like being like herself. One thing I didn't like about his character though was how he was an hour or two late to their festival date, their Matsuri date.
もしもし。
すまない、そうだった。今日は縁日に行く約束をしていたな。全く興味の持てないイベントだったので。
How are you gonna be 2 hours late and say, oh, I'm sorry, it's work? Boy, at this point, me personally, I wouldn't stand outside to wait for him. I would have just left. Other than that, he's a very likable character. I'll probably rate him an S tier, honestly. OMG, don't get me started with Toma, bro. He is so weird. I think they try to make him have multiple personality disorder, but it just comes off as like he's secretly a yandere, but he's like a nice guy. You know how people say nice guys finish last, and then there's always this one person say, why do nice guys finish last? This is literally his character. This is literally why nice guys finish last, because they're not showing their true intention the first time talking to you. They're just, oh, they're a little sweet. They don't weed out the bushes. They just circle around it. And then once it's time to weed out the bushes, they go in all force. They start becoming dangerous, murderous. Bro, that one scene where he locked up Heroine in a cage, I was like, girl, there's no way that you did that to her. There's no way that you're treating her like a dog. There's no way you're doing that. And he's like, oh, I'm doing it for your protection. Like, boy, get your dumb self out of here. You do not deserve a relationship. Bro, that scene made me so scared. The first time I watched it, I was like, ew, what in the world am I watching? I was actually getting shivers. This guy is insane. And I can't believe people actually support this guy. But he's not... I will say, though, he is not as bad as the next guy I'm going to talk about. But he's still pretty bad. I would probably have to rate him a D tier because the next guy is even worse. Okay guys, don't be fooled by his little beautiful smile. I am telling you, he's the most evil, devious man in this entire multiverse or whatever that they're in. Okay, because you know why? He's the one who started erasing her memories. He's the one who started attacking her world and trying to kill her in the process. But I'm supposed to feel bad for him because he just killed her in multiple worlds so that he could get closer to her in one of them. I'm just like, girl, what? At this point, just give up and move on. Why are you killing her? That doesn't even make any sense. If you kill all versions of her, she's never going to come back. So then you're just going to feel heartbroken at the end. Why are you killing her in these different worlds? And the way he laughed at that one scene, oh my goodness. He also gave me shivers down my spine, but even more shivers. Just imagining someone stalking you. Literally stalking your workplace. He doesn't work there, by the way. Stalking you and your co-workers. Oh, apparently Heroine fell off a cliff. Let me go help and search for her, even though I pushed her off at the first world. Like, what? Oh my goodness, he's a psychotic. Put him all the way down F tier. Below F tier. Look at his smile. Imagine you waking up bright and early, around 8 or 9 a.m., and you have to walk to work, and you see this green little blob in the distance staring at you like this. Girl. Girl, it's time to flee the country. At this point, it's time to go. It's time to pack my bags. Because I cannot deal with this. I cannot. Especially with Japan not dealing with SA or stalker problems as serious. Ain't no way I am staying. No. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this. I know this was a rant of all the characters. I don't care. If you like this series, you would stick around to stay, or at least stick around and hear what I have to say about these characters, okay? But yeah, this anime is actually depressing. And obviously it's the ending is a cliffhanger because it would take you to the ultimate game where you guys, the viewers, the audience, get to decide which world is actually the real world for heroine. I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, I think the real world is between Shin and Kento. I'm so sorry. I love Ikki, right? But I don't see her dating Ikki. I don't see that happening. And I definitely do not see her dating Ukyo and Toma. I do not see that happening either. So it has to be either Shin or Kento. That's the only two people who I actually think fit well for her. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. See you guys in the next video. Johnny.
I'm waking up. I'm feeling in my bones. Enough to make myself.